For many sectors in the economy, 2020 was a challenging year. But, as our latest market review reveals, car dealerships have proved to be remarkably resilient, with many dealers reporting profits for 2020 in line with 2019. In this video, I'll be asking leading industry figures what factors have impacted on profitability and what is their outlook for 2021. Firstly, over Zoom, I caught up with Mike Allen from Zeus Capital and asked, how have car dealerships been performing over these uncertain times?
In real unprecedented circumstances, the dealers are actually performing quite well, which is amazing really, given we're living through 3 national lockdowns.
What does this mean for the future?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the short-term future remains very uncertain at the moment as we're still in the middle of a global pandemic. But I think as that goes through, I actually think the strong will get stronger and the weak probably won't be there. So I do sense there's a lot of opportunity for well-capitalized, well-executed dealer groups.
Mike, there's been speculation about the future relationship between dealers and manufacturers. How do you see this panning out?
I think it's in the manufacturer's interest to have a healthy dealer network as a key point of distribution, and I just don't see that changing. But the mix between bricks and clicks will obviously change as we go through the year, but I think both are equally valid as part of the customer journey.
There's no doubt the internet is a powerful tool for modern car dealerships to embrace. As one of the leading franchise retailer groups in the UK, I asked Martin Wheatley of Inchcape what impact the internet is having across their business.
Well, it's certainly brought about some major changes for us, and those have been, if anything, accelerated by the pandemic and the lockdown. Even during lockdown, after sales continued substantially unchecked, and sales orders for new and used vehicles were simply delivered via click and collect services, as the digital journey between our customers and dealers becomes more natural and embedded in our processes. So the digital showroom is basically always open. There's evidence that more and more women and younger people are buying vehicles via the internet, so they're our growing buyer group, if you like, and dealers now have a substantially wider audience than we did pre-pandemic. But there's also those people who hadn't previously been comfortable using the internet for any kind of shopping, let alone major purchases, but lockdown has forced them to do so, and we're getting to reach those people as well.
The internet has helped to drive new business to car dealerships, but as our market review shows, new car sales have eased. What factors have affected recent car sales, and how are manufacturers responding? Stephen Eagle shared his insight with us.
Recent new car sales have been affected by a number of things, and it's not simply lack of customer demand. Firstly, we've had a significant proportion of the last 12 months whereby we've seen the whole industry having to adapt to completely new ways of operating. Secondly, supply constraints due to the closures of factories and the subsequent reopening with very strict social distancing measures. They've contributed to it as well. And thirdly, tough emission regulations with significant manufacturer fines for non-compliance has definitely seen a reduction in certain volume products. All this has seen manufacturers shift to lower emission alternative fuel vehicles. Well, Toyota pioneered hybrid technology more than 20 years ago now, and they're now reaping the rewards with most of the range being hybrid. And due to this, the average emissions of the combined Toyota range is lower than many other manufacturers. And because of this, they've seen a massive increase in both volume and market share. The government, which has banned petrol diesel sales from 2030 and hybrids from 2035, will accelerate alternative fuel growth even further. But I really do think that pure electric vehicle sales will very much be dictated by the country's electric charging infrastructure.
The take-up of hybrid and electric vehicles was a major positive in 2020 for Toyota. And at Renault, Scott Kilbourne has seen the same trend.
45% of everything registered in December was either a fully electric vehicle or a hybrid derivative vehicle. So people's buying habits and awareness of electric vehicles and hybrids is massive. You know, for most people now, You can do your everyday journeys and the occasional longer visits on a charge of the battery, and I think that is a fundamental difference that's changed people's attitudes to the EV market. Very, very clear, there is still a lot of active buyers in the marketplace. Everything we see from our website traffic would say people are there, the demand is there, they are just waiting. So it's not that demand has stopped, it's just paused. And I'm sure when we do reopen again, there will be a huge pent-up demand, just like there was in June, July last year, if not more.
Despite a challenging year and a frustrating start to 2021, the car dealership market has offered solid performance to investors, and there are reasons to be optimistic. The next 12 months will see dealerships continue to expand the digital journey between dealer and customer. If you'd like to find out more, please download our 2021 Car Dealership Market Review.